Well, we are off on our 2023 Thanksgiving trip, and we are heading to Chuck's hometown in Indiana. It's going to be kind of a bittersweet trip for him just because of the fact that we are taking his dad home, but we are also going to be visiting some childhood places where he grew up. So I think he'll enjoy being able to do that at least.
I've been home in 8 years.
Chuck said that he has not been home in about 8 years.
Pretty good night's sleep last night here at the Bass Pro Shops in Gainesville. This is actually our third time staying at this Bass Pro, but it was a new experience for Jamie and Sharon and Ethan last night as I don't know if you can see out the window, but they were first experience overnighting at a quote unquote like Bass Pro or a Walmart or anything of that nature. So we're having a little breakfast this morning. I got my coffee, Allie's got her tea, and I just picked us up some Jimmy Dean breakfast burritos while I was shopping the other day, knowing that we'd be overnighting here and we wouldn't have, access to, take the grill out and set all that stuff up. So make it quick, easy, and convenient. So we did stop and get a weight at the Catskills last night, and turns out the Bronco weighs just under that 5,000 pounds. And it's loaded down with some stuff right now with water and stuff. And the steer axle is 7,200 and the drive axle is 14,000. So I'm going to take that into consideration and go on the manufacturer's website for these tires and find out what pressures I should be running. So we're finishing up breakfast here. We're going to head on up to High Falls, which is just a little north of Macon, and we're staying there for 2 nights on our way to Indiana. And Jamie and Sharon are actually going to join us for 1 night. So this is the first that we've had to do this, where I've actually had to unhook the Bronco in order to overnight somewhere. We almost had to do this one time at a Cracker Barrel, but I was able to finally get in a spot. But last night it was just so tight, I thought, I might as well just unhook. I can rehook in the morning. It's not that big a deal. It's a lot easier than unhooking a trailer, that's for sure. So we're gonna hook up the Bronco and we're hitting the road. And we are back hooked up. And just gonna do a double check here, make sure I got everything connected. Everything's connected. And everything looks good. All right. On to High Falls. Probably a 5-hour drive today.
We are on the road now to High Falls State Park in Georgia, my home state. And we're going to stay there for a couple nights. Enjoy that campground. We loved it last time we were there. And we are going to hit the road Monday and arrive in Chuck's home state of Indiana. Should be there probably right before dark. I know Chuck said he wanted to get there before sunsets because he wanted to make sure that, being a new campground for us, wanted to be able to see it really well, to be able to unhook and everything, the Bronco and set up. So really excited for this trip. It's been kind of a quick school year, but kind of slow as well. There's very, very weird thing this year. We're happy to have Thanksgiving. Very thankful for our friends and family. Also, we're supposed to be meeting up with Dave and Andrea Fish from Following Fishes and Lynn and Mike Wagner from Wandering Wagners. They're supposed to be coming in on Wednesday. They're both from Ohio, and they're supposed to be driving over to camp with us Wednesday through the weekend. So hopefully we'll be able to spend time with them and camp with them through Thanksgiving.
Lynn's supposed to make Thanksgiving dinner for us.
That's right. Linda's supposed to be making Thanksgiving dinner for us. And if she doesn't, then we won't have Thanksgiving food. So we need to have her do it.
So Mike needs to get better quick.
That's true. Yep. Mike, get better.
So it's a good thing I kept our beach lane leveling, you know, blocks here and here. This way it keeps our tires on the ground as it's trying to perform a level right now. This site's pretty unlevel from driver's side to passenger side. So hopefully this, it's still lifting that tire off the ground. Wow, that whole front end is off the ground. Well, we are on our way to the Whistlestop Café. Hey, that rhymes. So we're taking Jamie, Sharon, and Ethan over to the Whistlestop. They've never been there.
Ethan's in the back. Say hey, Ethan. They hear me.
It's very windy. We got the top down. The weather's perfect. 72 degrees. But I don't think they've ever even seen the movie Fried Green Tomatoes. So maybe tonight we'll do some drinking and watch Fried Green Tomatoes.
Country roads, take me home
to High Falls.
I belong, West Virginia, Mountain Mama, take me home. Country roads.
Oh my God, I love it. Wait your turn, fat boy. That is awesome.
You gonna do more? There you go. You got the zoomies?
I go get you. I go get you.
Ah! You gonna do it again? Go!
Well, we had a really fun time last night after going down to the Whistlestop Café and checking out the town of Juliette, Georgia, which if you've never been here, the little town of Juliette was the backdrop for the movie Fried Green Tomatoes. If you are interested in checking out a video a little more in depth about that, we'll leave a link above. But we took Jamie and Sharon and Ethan down to the little town and we had dinner, or actually like a late lunch, early dinner at the Whistlestop Café. Did not disappoint as usual. The food was great. If you like Southern style, you know, fried food, yeah, it was very good. Came back, decided just to have a campfire last night, and we sat around and played that game again. Game That Tune. If you're into card games and you like music, highly recommend this little game. It's called Game That Tune. It's pretty fun. It's a card game. You draw a card. It has a question on it like play a song that you would play while getting a shower or something to that effect. And so then everybody pulls up on their phone, like from YouTube or what have you, a song of their choice. The person who asked the question gets to choose the winner of that round, and it's just fun, kind of mindless fun.
Wasted away again in Margaritaville, searching for my lost shaker of salt. Salt, salt, salt. Some people claim that there's a woman to blame, but I think hell, it could be my fault.
It is Sunday morning here in High Falls, Georgia, and we are getting ready to head down and hike the trails near the falls along the river here. Jamie and Sharon have to check out by noon, so we're getting up early this morning and heading down, get this hike in. And then we don't know what the day holds for Allie and I and Nikki. But Nikki sure had fun last night. Oh my goodness. We come in to go to bed last night and she got the zoomies again. So she's been tending to get the zoomies up and down this RV hallway right here. It's a nice long run for her. And I don't know why she all of a sudden in her older age she's getting the zoomies. But she sure had a lot of fun last night, that's for sure. And she's up and bright-eyed and ready to go this morning. So before we actually got over to the actual hiking trail and hiking the High Falls, actually, we stopped at the Powerhouse Ruins again. Now, this is just right outside the campground, and we actually did do this the last time we were there as well. But as you know, Allie and I love historical things and old ruins and things of that nature, so we wanted to stop again and experience it with Jamie, Sharon, and Ethan. Very cool stuff here, and there's some placards they have around explaining the history here that involves the powerhouse and what it was used for. They also do have signs up saying no, basically you cannot go on the other side of the fence or go, in or around on these powerhouse ruins, obviously because it's dangerous. And if they do catch you, they will kick you out. But one thing that's really cool is how these trees are just growing out of the top of the building, after all these years, how the earth just takes back over, and probably a few hundred years from now, it'll be hard to even find the ruins.
Well, we just got finished hiking here at High Falls Trail, and it is such a beautiful hike. You've got the running rapids right next to the trail all the way down. The sound is so peaceful and it's just gorgeous.
And it's the highest waterfalls in southern Georgia,
And
which we're not really in southern Georgia, we're kind of middle Georgia.
the trees are still changing colors.
Oh yeah, we still see leaves
Not
falling.
done yet.
A little bit of fall left, y'all.
Yep.
It's nice. But we're getting ready to head back to the campground, say goodbye to Jamie, Sharon, and Ethan for this trip.
And they're heading to the Tallulah Gorge.
And we'll be heading on to Indiana tomorrow.
It's been a wonderful time here.
Are they leaving? Are they leaving you?
It's a sad day, isn't it, girl?
Well, we just hiked the High Falls Trail with the Stevensons and had to come back and say goodbye to them as they're heading on to their next destination, which is Tallulah Gorge. So I think they told us we should go check out Indian Springs State Park while we're here. We did actually go ahead and buy an annual pass, so it doesn't cost us anything to go over there and go in for the day. So I think that's what we're going to do while we're here. We're just going to go on over to Indian Springs, check out that state park. Heard good things about it. Wow.
Park. So we're at Indian Springs State Park, and we just noticed they have a cemetery here, so we decided we would check it out.
There's some old graves here. Very old graves.
Looks old.
Old.
I've never seen graves like this before, where they made brick.
Wow, this gravesite here has got a hole in it. These are some old graves. Very old graves. So I just got through checking out the museum here at Indian Springs State Park. Not a very big museum, but did have some history in there about the Creek Indians, which we've learned quite a bit about in our travels with Cedar Key and everything. So actually learned that the gift shop up there was originally a house. We are at Indian Springs State Park still, and we have just now put the top down, and we are just enjoying this gloriously beautiful day.
It is absolutely beautiful.
Oh my goodness. Sitting here at the boat launch at Indian Springs, just enjoying fall, y'all. Look at those trees. Gotta love it. Well, every time we think that we have everything that we need for a trip and we're not going to have to go to like a grocery store or a Walmart or what have you, never fails, we forget something, and this is the price that we pay when we forget that something. We have to go to a Walmart that's like 12 miles away, and we get stuck in holiday Sunday evening traffic. So only like a couple miles from the campground, but it's going to take us forever to get there. Well, I just guess we never learn. So I actually kept our Level Mate Pro from our Jayco Eagle travel trailer that I installed, because this has auto leveling, but honestly, the auto level hardly ever works. It gets us kind of close, and then I have to use a level and kind of maybe do a little bumping here or there. But I like this because I can turn this on and I can find the most level spot in the campground, which wish the battery had been working in this, because we are not in the most level spot of this campsite, and we have had nothing but troubles here this weekend trying to get this travel trailer as level as we can. So I bought a battery. I'm going to replace the battery, and when we get to Indiana, I hope I don't have this issue. We can find the most level spot. Indiana's a pretty flat state, though. Shouldn't be an issue. All right, we are rolling out early this morning. It is Monday morning, November 20th, and this is the start of our long drive to Indiana. But first, as we're leaving the campground here, we have to stop at the dump station and take care of business here. Now, for a 11-hour drive, we got 550 miles today. So this is the church. This is the church that I went to as a kid. Went to Sunday school here. My grandpa had 130 acres, but I think if I remember correctly, he only had about 60 or 70 of that was tillable. You know, we were tent camping here. It was my first experience tent camping. Obviously, we love camping now. This is probably where it all began. This was my first time fishing. So we're gonna put my dad to rest here. So this is Pimento Elementary, or what used to be Pimento Elementary, where I went to kindergarten through 4th grade. Oh boy, this is not going to end well.